For decades, they were an iconic mother-son duo on the small screen, inseparable figures in the memories of millions of Good Times fans. Jimmie Walker, with his explosive energy and catchphrase Dyn-o-mite, seemed to embody joy and optimism. Beside him was always Esther Rolle, who played the strong and virtuous mother, Loretta Evans, the family's pillar. But beyond the spotlight and laughter lay a truth that Jimmie Walker, at 78 years old, finally decided to reveal. What was the shocking secret about their relationship, something kept hidden for so many years? Jimmie Walker's early career. Before becoming a pop culture icon with his catchphrase, Dyn-o-mite, Jimmie Walker embarked on a remarkable journey from a challenging childhood. Born and raised in the tough Bronx borough of New York City, Walker faced daily hardships, but it was that very environment that forged his resilient will and keen ability to observe life. Few know that before the stand-up comedy spotlight found him, Jimmie Walker pursued a completely different path. He was a talented radio engineer. However, fate seemed to have a different mission in mind for him. In the early 1970s, a burning passion for stand-up comedy led Walker to small stages, where he began to hone his skills and develop his unique comedic style. With his natural charisma, captivating storytelling, and quick wit, Walker quickly gained recognition in the performance circuit. He became a familiar name in comedy clubs, attracting the attention of producers looking for new talent. It was from these humble stages that the door to the wider entertainment world, and especially the opportunity to change his life, gradually opened. The biggest turning point in Jimmie Walker's career was his role as James J.J. Evans Jr. in the sitcom Good Times, which aired from 1974 to 1979. This was more than just an entertainment show. Good Times was a pioneering sitcom, boldly portraying the authentic life of a working-class African-American family in Chicago. The show touched the hearts of millions of viewers, not just for the laughter, but also for its profound messages about family love, resilience, and the challenges the Black community faced. But it was Walker himself, as J.J. Evans Jr., who truly sparked a national cultural phenomenon. His catchphrase, Dyn-o-mite, quickly became an indispensable part of everyday American language, appearing everywhere from toys and T-shirts to daily jokes. J.J.'s popularity exploded, turning Jimmie Walker into an overnight star. However, behind that spotlight, behind-the-scenes tensions began to brew. J.J.'s dazzling success and the script's increasing reliance on his antics created a deep chasm between Walker and veteran co-stars like Esther Rolle, who played Mother Loretta Evans, and John Amos, who played Father James Evans Sr. They believed J.J.'s character had gone too far, turning him into an overly buffoonish figure that overshadowed the serious messages and core values Good Times aimed to convey about the African-American family image. This artistic disagreement created significant rifts, leaving a secret about the relationship between Walker and Rolle that would only be revealed much later. Esther Rolle's illustrious career. Esther Rolle was more than just a co-star to Jimmie Walker. She was a pillar of stage and screen, an artist with a profound vision for authentically portraying African Americans. Born in Pompano Beach, Florida, into a family of 18 children with parents who immigrated from the Bahamas, Rolle absorbed values of resilience and self-respect from a young age. These qualities shaped her artistic path. Esther Rolle's acting career began in the 1960s on the New York stage, where she built a strong reputation in theater circles and frequently performed in productions by the Negro Ensemble Company, a pioneering theater troupe for Black artists. It was here that she developed a steadfast artistic philosophy. Acting must transcend stereotypes, it must express the dignity, complexity, and true humanity of Black people. She was particularly keen on portraying African-American women authentically, steering clear of the negative biases Hollywood often ascribed to them. Before becoming Loretta Evans in Good Times, Esther Rolle first took on the role in the sitcom Maude, 1972 to 1974. Her portrayal of Florida, a smart and vocal black domestic worker, made a powerful impression on audiences and critics alike, leading to CBS's decision to develop a spin-off show for Florida Evans, which became Good Times. When Good Times premiered in 1974, Esther Rolle had very high expectations for it. She saw it not just as an opportunity to tell humorous stories, but also as a platform to celebrate a typical working-class black family with their challenges, joys, and especially their love and unity. As Florida Evans, Rolle portrayed a mother who was both strict and tender, a resilient matriarch confronting poverty and societal pressures. She brought authenticity, dignity, and inner strength to the character, turning Florida Evans into an icon of resilience and pride within the African-American community. She believed that every detail in the show had to serve this noble goal. After the controversies and her decision to leave Good Times before returning for a period, Esther Rolle continued her commendable acting career. She appeared in numerous film and television projects, often choosing roles with depth that reflected her values and principles. Among her notable roles after Good Times were in the film Driving Miss Daisy, 1989, and television movies such as I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings and Summer of My German Soldier, the latter earning her a prestigious Emmy Award in 1979. Esther Rolle left a legacy not only as a talented actress, but also as a quiet activist who bravely fought for the accurate representation of black people on television. She paved the way for many generations of actors, proving that entertainment can go hand in hand with social responsibility and true art. However, it was her unwavering conviction and uncompromising ideals that created irreparable rifts with some co-stars, particularly Jimmie Walker, during the making of Good Times history. So, what truly happened between these two talented individuals, and how was that secret kept for so many years? Shocking behind-the-scenes revelation about Esther Rolle. For decades, the relationship between Jimmie Walker and Esther Rolle, the iconic on-screen mother-son duo from the legendary sitcom Good Times, has been a subject of public fascination. Beyond the spotlight and the resounding laughter of the Dyn-o-mite catchphrase, a far more complex truth existed between these two talented actors. It wasn't until the age of 78, with the maturity and deep reflection that comes with a lifetime of experience, that Jimmie Walker finally decided to reveal his innermost feelings and thoughts about Esther Rolle, the woman with whom he had persistent disagreements throughout their work together. This revelation is not only deeply personal, but also offers valuable insight into the pressures and artistic conflicts behind the scenes of one of the most influential television shows about the African American community. Esther Rolle was more than just a talented actress. She was a principled artist and a quiet activist. For her, Good Times was not merely an entertainment sitcom. It was a crucial platform to authentically and deeply portray the life and dignity of a working-class African-American family. She believed the show had a responsibility to accurately reflect the struggles, but also the strength, love, and resilience of her community. Her role as Florida Evans, the strong and loving mother, embodied her ideals. Rolle wished for Good Times to be a show with a positive message, breaking stereotypes and inspiring viewers. However, Esther Rolle's artistic vision clashed severely with the development of the character J.J. Evans Jr., played by Jimmie Walker. As J.J.'s popularity exploded, particularly with his antics and the Dyn-o-mite catchphrase, the writers and producers seemed to overfocus on that comedic element. J.J. gradually became a buffoonish character in the view of Rolle and some other cast members, who felt this diminished the show's depth and seriousness. Esther Rolle and John Amos, who played James Evans Sr., the father, publicly expressed their disappointment and even outrage over J.J.'s portrayal. They felt that exaggerating J.J.'s humor detracted from the authenticity and social significance they had tried to build, turning the show into a pure comedy rather than a work of artistic and social value. Tensions escalated to the point where John Amos left the show after 3 seasons, and Esther Rolle also briefly departed. The relationship between Walker and Rolle became strained, fraught with disagreements that were never fully resolved during Rolle's lifetime. The most notable aspect of Jimmie Walker's recent revelations is the shift in how he perceives that conflict. At 78, with experience and self-reflection, Walker has gained a new and deeper understanding of Esther Rolle's actions. He admitted that the tension between them wasn't a personal battle, but a collision of 2 different artistic visions. While Walker perhaps focused solely on performing his role to the best of his ability and capitalizing on his popularity, Rolle was fighting for something much larger: integrity, self-respect, and an authentic portrayal of her community. Walker expressed newfound respect for Rolle's uncompromising integrity. He realized that she fought not for personal ego, but for a higher principle, for a proper image for African Americans on television. Walker acknowledged that, at the time, he may not have fully grasped the depth of her worries and concerns. He deeply regrets not being able to reconcile with Esther Rolle while she was alive, not being able to have a heartfelt conversation to set aside misunderstandings and disagreements. This confession is filled with remorse and gratitude as he finally recognizes that it was Rolle, with her steadfastness and genuine heart, who brought soul to Good Times, transforming it from merely an entertainment program into a work of profound social significance. These revelations by Jimmie Walker not only shed light on a part of Good Times' behind-the-scenes history, but also reveal a mature and deeply human side of himself. It's not a shocking secret in a negative sense, but a touching truth about the process of realization, regret, and appreciation for the values a great colleague fought for. This story demonstrates the complexity of relationships in the entertainment industry, where artistic vision and commercial success often collide. At the same time, it's a reminder of the importance of understanding and appreciating those who walk alongside us on life's journey, even when disagreements seem irreconcilable. Jimmie Walker, at 78, has closed an old chapter with sincerity, showing that true maturity comes from the ability to look back at the past with humility and gratitude. Post-Good Times career. After the limelight of Good Times faded, Jimmie Walker faced a common yet challenging hurdle: typecasting. His portrayal of J.J. Evans Jr. and his signature catchphrase, Dyn-o-mite, were so deeply ingrained in audiences' minds that seeking more diverse roles became an uphill battle. Nevertheless, his burning passion for stand-up comedy, the original wellspring of his acting career, never extinguished. Walker persistently continued performing comedy shows across the country, proving that his talent wasn't confined to a single character. Not content with just stand-up, Jimmie Walker also made consistent guest appearances in various television shows and films throughout the ensuing decades. From sitcoms and dramas to variety shows, he maintained his presence in the entertainment industry, demonstrating remarkable adaptability and resilience. Notably, in recent years, Jimmie Walker has also emerged as a prominent voice in political and cultural discussions. He frequently shares his opinions candidly, unafraid to express his stance, and even identifies himself as a conservative. This shift not only showcases the intellectual maturity of a seasoned artist, but also reshapes his public image, extending far beyond that of a mere comedian. He has become a vocal figure, offering unique perspectives on numerous social and political issues. However, Jimmie Walker's personal revelations have been truly impactful. In an interview on The Wendy Williams Show in 2012, he candidly shared an unexpected secret: he has never married and has no children. This starkly contradicted the family man image he portrayed on screen, surprising many fans. Not stopping there, Walker also openly discussed his political views. He frankly stated that he did not vote for Barack Obama and shared his positions on affirmative action and same-sex marriage. These statements not only highlighted another facet of his personality, but also showcased a mature Jimmie Walker, unafraid to express his convictions and willing to share the most intimate parts of his life. Jimmie Walker's journey of revealing shocking secrets has painted a multifaceted picture of an entertainment icon's life and career. From a challenging childhood to rising as a star with the Dyn-o-mite catchphrase, Walker experienced both the pinnacle of fame and the struggles of typecasting. He persevered with his passion for stand-up comedy, expanded into new projects, and continuously reinvented himself. Yet, what truly captured public attention were his surprising personal disclosures, from never having married or had children to his forthright political views. But above all, the biggest secret lay in Walker's internal resolution regarding his complex relationship with Esther Rolle. Their conflict was not a petty personal feud, but a clash of two artistic visions. One focused on explosive comedic entertainment, the other on the fervent desire for an authentic portrayal of the Black community's dignity. Esther Rolle, with extraordinary integrity and steadfastness, tirelessly fought for her ideal of an authentic image on screen. And it wasn't until he was nearly 80 that Jimmie Walker truly understood and expressed his deepest respect for his late co-star. The confession of regret for not being able to reconcile with Rolle while she was alive closed a chapter full of misunderstandings, replaced by maturity and sincere gratitude. Jimmie Walker's story is not just a rare glimpse behind the scenes of Hollywood, but also a profound lesson in personal reflection. It reminds us that sometimes the biggest secrets aren't scandals, but rather truths about regret, understanding, and the ability to look back at the past with a more open heart. Jimmie Walker didn't just reveal a secret, he showcased a remarkable process of growth, transforming old conflicts into a legacy of empathy and gratitude. What do you think of Jimmie Walker's journey of growth and his surprising revelations? Did you watch Good Times, and what impressed you most about it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video interesting and want to discover more fascinating stories about celebrities, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on our channel so you don't miss our latest videos.